nay đi dự lễ tốt nghiệp của Kristiana nha. Đây là hai cái vé đi dự lễ tốt nghiệp của Kristiana đây ở Đại học Suffolk University Boston. Đây bà mẹ có đứa con tốt nghiệp nè. Bà mẹ xin ba cười hello các con, quá xinh đẹp, quá xinh đẹp. Hôm nay trời rất là đẹp luôn, màu xanh, nắng nóng luôn nhưng mà nắng ấm nữa. Sắp tới cái chỗ tổ chức lễ này, ta trang cái vùng rất là lớn. Thấy không, màu cảnh đó, một cái lều lớn che nắng, tổ chức lễ trong đó. Quá đông, sắp khỏi University.
Right. I remember the Ravens.
Để trao bằng tốt nghiệp đại học của Suffolk University.
College of Arts and Sciences, Chairman Lamb, President Kelly, Provost Sandell, and members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished honoree, fellow members of the faculty and staff of the College of Arts and Sciences, and most notably the members of the class of 2022, their families and friends. I have the privilege and honor to preside today at this commencement ceremony. This is a joyous occasion for all of us, especially for you, the graduates who have worked so hard to be here today, your families, friends, and others who have supported you in all the hard work culminating in today's achievements. The last 2 years of your time at Suffolk University, and frankly, our time at Suffolk University, were truly a challenging period. During that time, you have displayed extraordinary resilience. We are so pleased that we can gather together here today to celebrate you and your success. Angela Augustin, who will receive her Bachelor of Science degree today, will now lead us in singing the national anthem. Please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Angela. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the President of Suffolk University, Marisa Kelly.
Good afternoon. Welcome, families, friends, honored guests, and most importantly, welcome to the College of Arts and Sciences class of 2022. Congratulations, you did it! It is always an accomplishment to complete an academic degree, and there are always challenges to overcome along the way. But for your class, in particular, the class of 2022, I want to take a moment to recognize what a uniquely incredible accomplishment this is. The resiliency and persistence that you have shown in the face of enormous challenges is truly impressive and to be celebrated. And the energy that you have brought to our campus as we emerge into a new normal is also something I want to recognize and celebrate. Most of you began your Suffolk careers prior to the start of the pandemic. Those of you who attended convocation on a warm day in early September of 2018 heard me say that Suffolk would be a place where you would gain a life-changing education. But none of us could have imagined just how life-changing your time at Suffolk would be. Your years at Suffolk may have felt like a roller coaster. You were making the most of in-person classes, diving into campus organizations, and competing in athletics. You had embraced the city of Boston and all that it has to offer. And then in March of 2020, everything changed. The pandemic forced much of the world, including Suffolk University, to go completely remote. Your classes and activities switched to Zoom. You had to adapt to different ways of learning and connecting, often virtually. You did adapt. You found the patience and dedication to move forward, whether on Zoom initially, or later hybrid, HiFlex, or in person. You engaged, working remotely alongside peers, professors, and mentors, and often in teams. You continued to embrace Suffolk's experiential approach to education. None of this was easy. Some of you experienced personal loss and tragedy during the pandemic. Many of you and your families faced financial challenges, and yet you found a way to make it work. And then you did something that I find especially inspiring and for which I am deeply grateful. As vaccines emerged and it became safer to gather again, you worked with us to bring us all back. Your class has led the way in creating a renewed vibrancy on campus. After months of studying and connecting online, you started gathering in person again, first in small pods, then in larger groups. You returned to the athletic fields and arenas. You led blood drives and CPR training. You promoted political engagement, including with a series of conversations between students who hold different viewpoints on controversial issues. You welcomed impressive guest speakers virtually and in person, including Dr. Yusuf Salam of the Exonerated Five, formerly known as the Central Park Five, and Patriots quarterback Mac Jones. You have also helped to revitalize the city. Last fall, some of you took to the streets of Boston and performed Shakespeare's Cymbeline as part of a theater department production on the steps of downtown Gloucester. You competed with the sounds of the city to captivate audiences with the Bard's story of forbidden love and intrigue. It was fabulous. This spring, students in the Graphic Design Master's Degree program worked together, first remotely, then in person, to create the No Blank Space gallery exhibit, which powerfully explored themes of identity, resilience, and community. You continued Suffolk's legacy of service with more than 80 nonprofit organizations, including Upward Bound, Project Citizenship, the Boys and Girls Club, Christopher's Haven, and so many more. Some of you even locked yourselves into Suffolk Free Radio's studio for 24 hours to raise money for the Suffolk Cares Pantry, which collects food and other items for students in need. And just last month, hundreds of you rocked out with Florida at Boston's Royale nightclub. I applaud your energy and your commitment to one another and to our community. And while it wasn't what any of us would have imagined, you have indeed gained a life-changing education and found new confidence. As you enter a work world that has also changed dramatically since the start of the pandemic, your ability to innovate, your willingness to engage and build community, and your extraordinary resilience will serve you incredibly well. So will your commitment to creating a more equitable, just, and inclusive society. You will bring that commitment to the organizations and industries in which you work, and you will make them better. You are Suffolk ready, and you are a powerful force for good. friends and loved ones of the class of 2022, and to our faculty and staff, thank you for all the support you have given these graduates along the way. And to the class of 2022, thank you for your commitment to this university. We are so very proud of you and honored to count you among our alumni. Again, congratulations on all your accomplishments and on your graduation from Suffolk University. Thank you.
Diversity into advantage. I know what it's like wrestling with challenges, emerging a stronger and better version of yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Lopes.
Thank you, Mr. Lopes, for that wonderful address. And thank you to President Kelly, the Board of Trustees, Dean Bursick, and all the faculty, staff, friends, and families who have made this day possible, and more importantly, made the past 4 years possible. And a very special welcome to the class of 2022. It's an honor to be here today in front of you all. 4 years ago, I entered Suffolk as one of the most clueless freshmen in the class of 2022. I'd never set foot in Boston before move-in day. I knew nobody in the area, attended a commuter orientation despite not being a commuter, and even registered for classes late. They were random classes too. When an advisor asked me if I picked them based on my program evaluation, I nodded, I smiled, with no idea what a program evaluation was. And you all know that moment. It comes around every school year, that boiling point where you're just fed up, nauseated with work, and paralyzed by anxiety, where you consider dropping out at least a couple times and start Googling careers no degree. Yeah, the second day of school is rough.
Marius is now going to run back to join his classmates. An easy task, probably even on a hot day like this. He is the first ever Suffolk cross-country runner to earn All-American status. So we will now confer degrees to candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy, the Master of Arts, the Master of Education, the Master of Science, the graduate dual degrees, and the graduate certificates. And we will confer the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor of General Studies, the Bachelor of Science, and the undergraduate certificates. President Kelly, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, and by its authority, I present you these candidates. We declare that they have fulfilled the requirements of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences for their respective degrees. Will all rise, please? All degree and certificate candidates, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and in accordance with the recommendations of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I am pleased to confer on you the Arts and Sciences degree for which you qualify.
For the Doctor of Philosophy and Clinical Psychology, Kayla Aubrey Lord. Dissertation title, An Evaluation of the Construct Validity of Rejection Sensitivity. Rose Lewers. Dissertation title, The Role of Trauma Exposure in the Onset and Trajectory of OCD and Related Clinical Symptoms, a Mixed Method Investigation. Molokotos. Dissertation title, Reward-Related Predictors of Relapse in Smokers.
Master of Arts
in Applied Politics, Jacob Hoshain. Lindsay Gavin.
Joshua DePeel. Nate Burton DeHogopian. Emmanuel Desir. Caitlin Mary Devlin. Emily Devlin.
Lamar. Alejandra Leeva. Kristiana Kimi Lee. Valerie Christelle Louis. Samantha Linder. Danielle Lento. Victoria Lento. Giovanni Lorena. Cameron Elizabeth Lombard. Michelina Larson. Bianca Luciano. Sarah Lukowski.
Well, the script says to recognize the graduates. Do you want to do it again? How about the graduates now please rise and face the audience, if you would. And I ask you, the graduates, to show your appreciation to your family, your friends, and all others who supported you. And I ask you to remain standing, but now turn and face the stage, if you would, please. And show your support and appreciation for the education you received from the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences. And now, please move your tassels from the right to the left as you are now graduates of Suffolk University. One very hot and happy crowd. It is our sincere hope that this occasion will mark the continuation of a long and positive relationship between you, our newest alumni, and Suffolk University. This brings the 2022 commencement to a close. I ask Alumni Marshal Jane Mancini of the class of 1981 to lead the recessional. Members of the audience, please remain seated until the last graduate has filed out. And once again to you, our newly graduated students, I offer you my congratulations and my admiration for